Good morning, everybody. Just wanted to show everyone our yard, introduce some of our tropicals that we have growing here. We are located on Bowen Island, British Columbia, and we are in zone 8B, sometimes depending on the winters, /9, and I think it's increasingly becoming 9 with the way global warming, climate change is having its effect. Anyhow, just wanted to show some of the tropicals. So Camrops palm here, this one was planted this year, has already grown quite a bit. Likes the sun, likes it dry, so I only water it occasionally. Up here we got our bananas. These guys are about 15 feet high at the moment, and they usually melt down and come back each year. This year I actually cut them about 5 feet up the stalks, wrapped them during the winter, and they kept the stalks and then grew from those stalks in the spring, so that's why they're so tall this year. In our yard we also have some windmill palms, Trachycarpus fortunais. This one is our oldest one, and it's been moved a few times, so it's kind of been slow to take off, but this year it's really starting to shoot up, as you can see by this new growth in the trunk. Quite a bit of new fronds coming up from it. We also have this new recruit I planted this year. This is Trachycarpus wagnerensis, or waggy palm, and I really like them. The fronds are more compact. They don't tend to bend at the tips like the fortunei do. And it's more of a dwarf Trachycarpus, so shouldn't get much more than 8 or so feet, which is good because it's going to be right in front of our deck, so we don't really want to cover up too much of our view. So we got that guy right there. And then I got some tropicals in pots as well. Got a tea plant here that was given to me last year. Just throw it in the greenhouse in the winter, and then it survives and then grows some more in the next summer. And this is a Butea capitata, or jelly palm. I've had this now for a whole year, and it is growing. I think I'll keep this in a pot as long as possible, just because I don't really have space in the garden to plant it. It's a foxtail agave. Got it as a cutting. It is also taking off. Might plant that for next summer in the garden and then transplant in the winter. Here we have a Chinese banana. Let's see if we have a scientific name. Ucella lascicarpa. So this one, they have the central flower stalk, which is quite beautiful, and then they get little suckers from the sides. This is a hardy ginger. I've yet to see any flowers from that. That's second year of growth, but I have cut down last year's growth just to make space for more shoots. We also have lots of canna lilies. Again, I overwinter those in the greenhouse so they survive. This is a angel trumpet flower, or Brugmansia. This thing blooms for us all summer long. Right now it's just sending out some new bloom shoots. Very beautiful plant. Toxic though, so you have to be careful around. This is my plumeria, which I've had now for a couple of years. This variety is a Janine meringue, so it's basically the yellow, the white with the yellow centers. I cut back some of the leaves the other day just because they were infested with scale, and best way to deal with that often is just to cut those leaves off and it will shoot up new ones. has yet to bloom for me. If it doesn't bloom this year, I probably will cut these stalks halfway. Promote branching. Got some more plants here, canna lilies, and this new Yucca rostrata I got this year, just as a rooted specimen. And yeah, I'm really excited about that plant. It should get nice and big. Keeping it in a pot this year just so it gets good root structure, and I might plant it for next year in the garden. And then over here we got another Camarops. This one I'm keeping in a pot just because I have 3 of them. 2 are planted in the garden, so I figured why not keep this one. This is my daughter's succulent garden. She really loves it. She has all kinds of succulents growing in there, and other treasures. Right, Summer? You love your garden? Yeah, sand dollar. Kinds of fun stuff. Succulents are cool because they're hardy, don't need to be watered often, and look pretty good.